terms as selfish and self-serving, saying River State is not a conquered territory and the president should not treat it as such in a bid to please former Governor Wike.
The directives given by Mr. President or Rivers State Governor is biased and one-sided. It does not serve the genuine collective interest of Rivers people. So I reject it. Again, who recalls a commissioner that resigned for the sole purpose of serving the interest of his master back into government? I adjure Rivers people to stand at this point with Governor Siminalayi Fubara for the advancement of our dear Rivers State. Thank you.
While condemning the actions of former Governor Nyesom Wike, Mr. Kugigam urged the youth, women and men of good conscience to rise up, irrespective of political or ethnic differences, and rally their support for Governor Siminalayi Fubara. He also wished the people of River State a Merry Christmas. Meanwhile, Opunabo Nkotaria, a former aide to the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, believes that Governor Siminalayi Fubara is not ready to implement the resolutions. Speaking on Nigeria Info FM's Morning Crossfire, Mr. Nkotaria says although the governor affirmed his commitment to the peace deal with the release of allowance to the 26 lawmakers who defected to the APC, his body language says otherwise.
That will tell you the governor is not willing to implement the so-called resolution imposed on him. It would be a shame and lack of integrity if any commissioner wants to go back. Because you resigned the resolution. The governor has thrown his back to the public to say, I'm your leader, I'm your father. You say, I should do this, I will do. And the people have come out clearly to say, no, you cannot. That was the protest you saw after the so-called peace plan. President told us, don't forget I'm the president of this country, and there are circumstances. It is academic. Is that not a threat?
In the meantime, the PDP National Working Committee has warned Governor Fubara against implementing the agreement without the input of the party. The party's Deputy National Youth Leader, Timothy Osadolo, in an interview faulted the peace deal, saying the issues at stake are constitutional and so they are above the governor and the president. Yesterday, in his Christmas broadcast, Governor Fubara said the terms of the peace agreement by President Bola Tinubu is not a death sentence and reaffirmed his readiness to implementing them without compromising the interests of Rivers people.
I've taken some time to study the terms therein and have come to the conclusion that the peace path is not as bad as it might be portrayed by those genuinely opposed to it. It is certainly not a death sentence. I reaffirm my acceptance and my commitment to implementing both the spirit and the letter of the declaration in such a way and manner that will restore political stability to our dear state without compromising the collective interests of our people.
Governor Fubara also urged those who opposed the peace deal to have faith in the process, emphasizing that no sacrifice is too great for the sake of peace.
We are confident that we can achieve stability and progress without endangering the collective interests of our people. We have successfully confronted the challenges of governance and have made measurable progress in the last 7 months of our administration with various laudable projects and programs, some completed, some ongoing, and others at the advanced stage of completion. By the grace of God, 2024 will witness a speedy transformation of our state with the completion of most of our projects and programs, as outlined in our 2024 budget.
Governor Fubara assured that his government will always seek broad consultation to promote the collective interests of Rivers people. He also confirmed the release of allowances for the state lawmakers.
Already, both parties have demonstrated some goodwill in the implementation process with the withdrawal of the purported impeachment notice on their part and the release of withheld allowances of the members of the State House of Assembly by the government. And with the realization that the worst peace is better than the best war, we will strive to make peace with all segments and interest groups without surrendering our freedom or jeopardizing the interests and well-being of the good people of Rivers State, who graciously entrusted us with their cherished mandate.
In the meantime, a lecturer, Kiboye Aaron, has advised politicians to stop giving ethnic connotations to the political crisis in Rivers State. Professor Aaron, who heads the political science department at the University of Port Harcourt, tells correspondent Seobi Oruwari that the deficiencies in the past administration affected all the ethnic groups in the state.
Yeah, my key advice is that people should stop playing the ethnic card. Ethnicity has always been instrumentalized by politicians, to deceive people, in the pursuit of their goals. It is not ethnicity that's a problem. It is what we put ethnicity into it. I've had people whip up ethnic sentiments. Point I'm making is that the 8 years of, Wiki's administration, the things he did not do, it is not only the Jaws that are suffering.
Professor Aaron also warned that Rivers people may be deprived of the dividends of democracy if the issues are not adequately addressed. Moving on now, the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says his government will continue to collaborate with the Army and other security agencies to achieve a secure state. Governor Fubara, represented by his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu, said this during the Chief of Army Staff luncheon with frontline troops of 6th Division at 29 Battalion Parade Ground in Port Harcourt. In his address, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Abaja, represented by the Commander Training and Doctrine Command, Major General Kevin Aliwe, said the Army will help build capacity in statutory security agencies for effective internal security. Our correspondent reports that the highlight of the occasion was the serving of lunch to the troops by the governor, senior military officers, and traditional rulers. In other news, a 26-year-old man, Chizoke Amadi from Eleme Alimini in Emoha local government area of River State has been shot dead by suspected SIAT security guard. One of the relatives, Emeka Nwoke, tells correspondent Yobiruwari that his brother was shot dead while returning from their father's farm yesterday. Mr. Nwoke said his brother will be buried today and called for justice to be served.
What happened is that one of our brother, he just went to a farm yesterday. He went to the farm yesterday. On the way coming back, just had a gunshot from the Fiat company. The Fiat security, they just shot him. Yes, there is evidence because not even the boy alone. There were about 4 of them. Whatever thing I'm telling you now is true. They shot him at our own land. So the same day yesterday, our boy gathered and took the corpse down to the company. Yeah, the company people brought the corpse back to the place they shot him.
On a part, the widow of the late Mr. Amadi, Happiness Amadi, a nursing mother, said she is still in shock.
Yesterday, I did house. So my husband saying they go water side. So I did house with my picking newborn baby for her. 7 months picking for her. Before I go here, they say young people don't shoot and come for love. Ain't go water side, doing the grandfather farm. So this young people come shoot and come for love. That's way for long go their way. Let them show the people as waiting happen. And number 2, nobody ready to take care of my picking for me.
Still to come, today is Boxing Day. Stay with us. Visited the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital UPTH and the River State University Teaching Hospital yesterday. Recreational centers in Port Harcourt were filled with fun lovers on Christmas Day despite the economic hardship in the country. Some of the people spoke to our correspondent.
Spending your Christmas with your loved ones is top-notch, is the best. I'm here to create memories with my nephew, my niece, and then my sister and her family. If you're a Port Harcourt person and you're not here, they miss. You have to come out and stop being a furniture at home. Come out and catch the whole fun.
Coming out with your family is for you to ease your stress and have fun with them. I think it's a moment to remember, keeping the memories alive at a time like this.
I came out with the children today. It's Christmas, and it's a time one relishes. You take the children out, celebrate, party, just be happy. It's a fun period. It's a period to put all the hassles and the bustles behind you and just unwind.
With the one virgin, I want just have some time for ourselves, just catch fun small. It's giving us joy and happiness.
Today is Boxing Day. It's celebrated a day after Christmas and has nothing to do with the sport of boxing. Although it originated as a holiday to give gifts to people in need, Today's Boxing Day forms part of Christmas celebrations. In some countries, Boxing Day sales are held. Also, family and friends are expected to eat up the leftovers of Christmas Day and unbox gifts. On the international scene, a plane carrying hundreds of Indian nationals who were held for days at an airport in France over human trafficking fears has arrived in India. And that's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Stakeholders are still rejecting the peace agreement despite Governor Fubara's pledge to implement the deal. A 26-year-old man has been killed by suspected security guards in Emoha, River State. Fun lovers besiege recreational sport on Christmas Day despite economic hardship. Today is Boxing Day. And on the foreign scene, a plane held in France over suspicion of trafficking has landed in India. The news was edited by Constance Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.